Hey everyone! Can't believe I'm filming right now. Okay, that was such a weird intro. I haven't filmed in forever. I gotta like shake it out. Okay. I kind of have been slacking on like the big ear theme of videos. There are a lot of hairstyles that I really want to try, but I haven't tried yet. So we're gonna try them together on camera for the first time. I have my one ear out so that you can see what we're trying to hide here. This is kind of my ear shape. It's really round, does the thing where it curves and then sticks out quite far at the top. I don't think my ears are too big necessarily. I think they just stick out a little bit too much. So the only thing I have in my hair so far is Batiste dry shampoo. I've been trying like the floral and flirty blush one. This is literally my lifesaver. This is day 3 of not washing my hair. I like to do hairstyles when my hair has a little bit of texture in it because it just holds better. If your hair is freshly washed or you just have like really fine slippery hair, you can try something like a texturizing spray. I actually like this back combing finisher by L'Oreal. It's called the Boost It High Lift Creation Spray. Pretty sure I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I just like spray this all throughout my hair to get some texture, and it works really well for that. And then after we do any sort of style, I'm going to be locking it in place with the L'Oreal Lock It Weather Control Hairspray. It's supposed to be like anti-frizz, humidity resistant, and that kind of thing. So that's why I chose to try this. The first thing that I always do is I make sure the pieces of hair right around my face are straight. Right around my face, I always get weird curly things. So I take my little baby Paul Mitchell straightener and I just run over that. But I don't go all the way through my hair, as you can see. I'm pretty sure I did this like the first day I washed my hair, so there weren't any really curly examples there. I always get a weird curl right here in my bangs, and I only do like the roots. I don't go all the way through. And then I'm just going to do this side of my face as well. The next thing I'm going to do is just kind of take 3 sections, like pretty large sections, just to get a little wave. Have it turned all the way up to 410 just because this curling iron is kind of old. You can kind of see like the crusty grossness on it. I tried to clean it, but it's a Remington Pearl, I think, and it's like the big tapered one. I have other wands at the salon that I use that I kind of splurged on for clients, and I've used it on myself a couple times, but for home use I just use this little crappy one. I do it so it's almost hot enough that I can touch it for like a second. That's when I know it's done. As you can see, I am curling it all away from my face. I just prefer to have my curls curled away from my face. I'll switch it up sometimes and do like the occasional curl towards my face to break it up, but I just know that I'm going to be leaving this like front piece out, so I want to make sure that gets a little bit more curly. Small sections like barely need any time. And I'll always just kind of gently pull on it as it's drying if I want it to be a little bit looser. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. Before we move on, I'm going to add a little bit of this smoothing shine oil. Maybe Hask is like the name. Try to show this over here. This is weird. This just makes it look shinier and smoother. So with the leftovers, when I don't really have much on my hands anymore, I'll just smooth down the frizz up there too. I'm just going to section out the pieces that we are going to leave out. Clip this out of the way for right now. Same thing on this side. So what I'm going to do to start is just kind of split this whole section in half, starting pretty much at like the end of my part back here where my crown ends. Just going to go all the way down. This section, I'm first just going to twist it. Then we're gonna start doing the fishtail braid. So if you don't know how to fishtail braid, they're super easy. It's literally just taking a piece from the back section and putting it in the front section, taking a piece from the front section, folding it over, adding it to the back section. You just do that over and over again. You can take pretty big sections or small sections. It's totally up to you. So I'm just gonna take a little rubber band to secure that. You can choose to do this obviously with 2 of the same braids, but I'm going to do a Dutch braid on this side, basically a regular braid, but instead of folding the pieces over each other, you're folding them under each other. So we're going to do the same thing as we did on the other side and just kind of slightly twist this one first before we do anything. Once that is pinned down, it's going to hold our ear down. Sounded like my cat just attacked my blinds in the living room. We are going to start the Dutch braid. I kind of lost my grip on this. Okay, so underneath, under. Dutch braiding to me is honestly easier, and I think I've said that in a past video too. If you are not the best at braiding, try Dutch braiding and it might just be easier for you. Fasten that with a little tiny rubber band. If I had clear ones, I would definitely use those because they're way easier to conceal, but I only have like multicolored ones and black ones. I don't know why, I should get clear ones. Now, the fun part for me is like pulling them apart, making them messy and giant. So yeah, I'll just kind of pull on it a whole bunch. Now we're just going to take that fishtail, twist it away from our face, just like we did the curls. I'm going to also try to hold down this while I'm pushing it up. Well, placing it, I should say. Pin that in place right here using our bobby pins. There they are. Place one, holding it this way. Seems to be pretty sturdy on there. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it with the one. I'll go ahead and just take the rubber band off or break it off, you know, whatever. I have a million, it's no big deal. Pull it so that it's nice and big and loose. I'm going to take the hair tie out first on this one because I'm just going to be tucking it immediately and pinning it. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to get the rubber band out afterwards. This one I feel like is going to work better if we twist it towards the face because all the poof kind of seems to be right back here. So let's try that. Let's twist this one towards the face. Kind of. Oh no! Dang it. I guess one bobby pin wasn't enough. That's fine. Put another bobby pin in this time. Avoid any issues. Okay, placing it down on top of the ear. Place it right over the bobby pins and the end of the other braid. Tuck the tail end of this. I'm kind of holding the braid in place with my hand too while I'm tucking. Same as before, just having one go one way, the other going the other way. I'll go ahead and just very lightly mist the top of my hair and I'll just go along the braids and smooth it down. Overall, I think this is quite cute and it really didn't take long at all. This one doesn't feel super pinned down, but it's so concealed by this hair that even if it was sticking out, you would not be able to tell whatsoever. So I feel good about this. So that is the first hairstyle. This next hairstyle is also a middle part hairstyle. Just go ahead and take pretty much from your part all the way down to the top of your ear and leave all of that out. And then we're just going to keep these top crown sections. You can even go back a little bit farther if you have pretty thin hair like me and you're going to need a little bit more hair to work with, but we still want to leave enough hair above our ear. So I'm just going to clip this out of the way while I section out the other side. So my plan for these sections is to do two little braided bun twisty things and then kind of leaving out a tail. This sounds so weird. I don't know. I had this idea and it's just a little something different that only takes a little bit of your hair right up here so you can have the rest of your hair down and covering your ears. So it's something I've been wanting to try for a little while, so bear with me. If this looks ridiculous, then whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to start by braiding these sections, and you don't have to worry about these being good braids whatsoever. They can be messy. I'm going to do a Dutch braid just because that's the quickest and easiest for me personally. Now I'm just going to work on pulling this apart as big as possible. This braid's kind of small because, like I said, my hair is quite thin, but I'm just going to go ahead and braid the other side really quick before I move on to the next step. So what I'm going to do is just wrap it backwards, just kind of a little bit loose. Like I said, I wanted to have just two kind of little braided tails in the back. I'm just going to pin that down and then work on the bun being a little bit more pulled apart and messy, just a little bit bigger. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. It's definitely fun and I definitely feel like it's a hairstyle that I'm going to play around with. It's cool because I can't ever do like a half up, half down kind of hairstyle without worrying because there's not enough hair down here, but like with just that little bit of hair being put up, you totally don't have to worry about your ears sticking out at all. It's just a good idea to create a little bit more volume so you don't have to worry about them poking through or anything. I just had like two cute bobby pins or just clips or something to put right there behind the buns. I think that would be so cute. But anyways, here is the second hairstyle. The next one is super basic, super simple, but I wanted to incorporate one of my like headband bandanas into a look because I actually use these things all the time. I can always just like throw one of these on over my ears and it's gonna hide them. I think I'm just gonna do a low kind of messy bun kind of thing. I'm just gonna twist it and then twist it together, tuck the tail into the bun, and then just bobby pin that. Even though it is super simple, I don't think I've actually shown this hairstyle on my channel, which is weird because it's like my go-to when I don't know what to do with my hair. 99.9% of the time it's not in any style, it's just down and curled. But I do want to change that. I want to try, especially being a hairdresser, like I want to try to get better at styles. Okay, I'm just going to take the bandana from the back, put it right under that bun. You can even kind of offset it if you want like a tie to be off to one side, and just pull the bandana together like that. Tie it once. I always just go ahead and tuck these in, and then with the rest of my hair I'm just going to gently kind of pull on it just at my roots, just kind of run my fingers through the roots and mess it up a little bit. My ear is kind of showing, so I can go ahead and just pull the area right in front of my ear if you want just that little more coverage. Well, you guys have probably thought about or tried or seen this one before. I just wanted to include it in here because I don't think I've included this exact hairstyle in a video before, especially with the middle part that I'm playing around with lately. So yeah, here is the finished third hairstyle. Although my hair is now trained to be in the middle part, I'm going to switch it up. I'm just going to part my hair on my right side. Before I go on to the technique of this hairstyle, I'm just going to recurl some pieces, looking a little bit weird now that it's parted differently. Just as we've done before, I'm going to section out the section right in front of my ear. We're basically stopping right there where your ear meets your head. The rest we're just going to push back out of the way, flip it if you don't want it to bother you at all. Try to match up the same thickness. By the way, I wanted to make sure this video didn't incorporate the tie trick that I've used, because I've used that trick in pretty much all my videos. It's worked miracles for me, but I know people commented that it hasn't worked for them, so I wanted to do a video that was aimed kind of towards those people that just want a hairstyle that they can do without worrying about using the tie tricks that I've come up with, or like the auto stick ear correctors. These hairstyles are truly just hairstyles that hide your ears without any extra tricks or anything, so get that out of the way before showing you guys how to do this last one. I'm going to stick with just a regular French braid because we gotta switch it up. See, I almost did a Dutch braid anyway. So you're basically just grabbing hair as you go, adding it to a section. It's gonna be something like that. Put this top section up. It's gonna be coming back down, but I'm just going to clip it out of the way. So we just have the bottom section down, and before I do anything else, this needs recurling. This is literally going to take like 2 seconds because they've already been curled once. After pulling our braids apart, as you can see, we have a little bit of a weird bendy loose situation. We're just going to twist this just enough that it's not going to be poofy. Same thing with this side. We definitely have the same kind of loose thing happening here, so I'm just going to twist it a couple times. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. I'm going to put them together in the back. This is what's holding down our ears, so we want to make sure it's pretty tight. Once they're tied together in the back, you can go ahead and just pull some of the underneath hair, squish your ear down, and just pull some of the hair forward so that it's laying over your ear but under the braid. Almost completely conceals your ear. So you can see, take out the other rubber bands that are holding the individual braids. You can leave the little braid tails if you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take those out. Take the top out. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. The curled pieces flowing over the tucked braid just looks so pretty. I feel like it just adds a little something instead of just having your hair curled or just having it braided. I actually really like it how it is, but I do want just like a little bit more volume. Bring up both sides. I'm just going to right at the root back comb with this teasing comb. This one's from Goody, I believe. Goody style. Back comb a tiny bit. Smooth it out by combing out the top. Leave that part in there. Just like we did with the underneath layer, since we've messed with our hair so much, you can go ahead and recurl some pieces that may have fallen flat. Alright, so here's the very last hairstyle, hairstyle number 4. My cat came to say hi. Are you bored? Yeah. Do you like my hair? Yeah? You do?
That's my cat.
Alright guys, that's all the hairstyles Zinny. That's all the hairstyles I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and loved the hairstyles. Definitely let me know if you try them out for yourself and if they work for you. That would make me so happy if I could just help you guys out a little bit, because I know a lot of you have been requesting this video. I feel like I discovered a few really awesome hairstyles today that I definitely want to continue to play around with, and they're so easy, like honestly so much easier than I even thought. Hopefully you like them and hopefully you're able to make them work for you. If you want me to keep doing them, hit that like button so that I know you guys like it, or go ahead and just like leave a comment down below. I'm gonna be pretty much doing whatever I feel like doing on my channel, just because that's the only way I'm gonna continue to have fun with it. I think you guys can understand that if I'm just doing the same thing over and over, it's gonna get pretty monotonous and it's just not going to be fun anymore. But doing like hairstyle videos every once in a while is so fun, and I get to discover new hairstyles that I didn't even I don't know how I didn't think of before. Anyways guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you super soon in my next video. Bye. Look up at the camera. Honestly, why aren't pigtails a thing anymore? Even though my braids are different, it still looks cute. I love it.